Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now living temporarily near Panama City, Florida. If you want to find anything about me, go to MySpace, Facebook, or Twitter where I have accounts. Anyhow, this is a message in response to Vice President Biden's announcement that the 8 million jobs that America has lost since the beginning of the recession is permanently gone. Basically, what he's stating and what the Obama administration is stating is that they have no strategy to get those jobs back, and they're not even going to try. And then they have the audacity to claim that Governor Palin is a quitter for leaving the governorship of Alaska and not fulfilling her term. So that makes them hypocrites when they attack her on that level, when they themselves have abandoned getting those 8 million jobs back. So I got a suggestion. I don't know how many people will hear it, but I think it would work under the right circumstances. Simply put, all 50 American governors here in the United States, of course, need to come up with a strategy of their own, and that means they may have to put teams together, of experts that know how to deal with businesses, especially big corporations and small businesses, and find a way to lure them back here to the United States, which means that the state governors will no longer depend on the federal government to enact legislation that will bring those jobs back or create new ones. We are in a situation where the state governors are the ones that are going to have to start leading this nation. And because the federal government is completely incompetent now. They don't know what they're doing. They haven't got a clue what they're doing. And that's why you're starting to see more and more Obama officials starting to leave the administration, because they're starting to realize they're in trouble and their policies are not working. I can't say whether if McCain had been elected, whether his policies would be working right now either. I don't know. I can only go with who the president is now and what that person's policy is. But for Biden to say that they have no plans on trying to retrieve those 8 million jobs that have left is cowardice, and he ought to resign, and Obama ought to resign if that's going to be their stand. Being a leader means you got to come up with a strategy. You got to work on a strategy to make this a better nation, like Reagan did. So the only solution I know of, since we have no federal government in charge anymore, is for the governors of the United States, all 50 of them, to come up with their own strategies and try to lure those 8 million jobs back and start enacting legislations with their state legislators to create new jobs. That means they may have to lower taxes on a local level to help keep small businesses, particularly in business, where they can keep the employees they have or hire more people. And these governors are just going to have to start taking things into their own hands. That means these governors may also have to, and lieutenant governors, may have to start going around the world and start talking to these American employers that have left the United States and lure them back here, make deals that will make them want to come back. Unfortunately, we have card check hanging over our heads. We got this Marxist healthcare plan. And right now, that healthcare plan of Obama's is in a federal court in Virginia, and it's a very conservative judge that is going to be ruling on this case in the next 30 days. And then it will be appealed no matter what happens to an appellate court that's even more conservative than this judge. And so right now, Obamacare's future is very dim. But if a conservative court says it's constitutional, then that's pretty much going to be the end of it. It's going to have to go to the Supreme Court no matter what. But the point of it is it's hanging over our heads. And it's $1 trillion mistake, in my opinion, because it's going to kill a lot of jobs. Card check will kill more jobs. Cap and trade is going to kill even more jobs than that. And now we face the danger of a lot of these oil rig companies heading overseas to do business and abandoning drilling for oil in the Gulf of Mexico because of what happened with BP. We are in more danger than people realize. Most people are just not paying attention right now like they should be. You have to read between the lines when you look at what's happening. But anyhow, despite all that, the American governors are the ones who are going to have to start leading America when it comes to economics. They're the ones that are going to have to start making deals to get those American employers back here, putting Americans to work. They've got to start making deals to help employers stay in business here. And that means they're going to have to fight tooth and nail, leave no rock unturned to get those jobs back and keep the ones that we have here. They're not doing that. All Obama and Biden are doing is just waving goodbye as those jobs leave America. And so are all the governors. Being a leader means you will leave no stone unturned to get your agenda through and to represent the people that elected you. And we don't have that in America. I can't name one governor that's doing that. I can't name Obama certainly ain't doing it either. And this is both Democrat and Republican governors I'm referring to. I don't see them making much of an effort to keep jobs here in America. You've got to take things into your own hands, and that's what they don't seem to understand. We've got this idea in our hands where we're just going to depend on the federal government to do everything for us, and they're going to take care of us. That's what people in Telluride, Colorado were thinking. Most of people around there that voted for Obama keep telling me, well, Obama's going to take care of me. Well, that's sickening. Why did Obama isn't going to take care of you, nor is any other president. You have to take care of yourself. And the governors in the United States need to stop depending on the federal government as well to start taking care of their states. They need to take care of their states. And they need to take things into their own hands, and they need to start fighting to get these jobs back. I don't have time to go into details of how you can do it, but there is a way to get those jobs back. And unfortunately, I'm not in a position where I can be of any help. I'm just not a person that can run for office. The last thing I'll say about this, it would be very interesting to find out if the Obama administration, if all these 50 governors started doing this, it would be very interesting to see if Obama and Biden would throw a fit and say, well, you can't do that. Only the federal government can do that. Only the federal government can go around the world trying to bring investment back into America or trying to get American employers to return. It'd be interesting to see if that would happen. That would be the end of his administration pretty quick if he tried to interfere. But nonetheless, the governors are the solution to getting America back to work now. I just wish I could get this to where all American governors could hear it and members of Congress could hear this and see if it has merit, and then if it does, run with it. But to whoever may hear this, see this video, please write your congressman, not your congressman, your governors, and tell them to get to work. Don't wait on this administration or any other administration ever again. They've got to take things in their own hand. But you can also get work and get a lot of those jobs back, through your mayor, through your county commission. They need to be working too to lure employers back to their communities, back to their cities, back to their towns, back to their counties. They need to stop depending on the federal government as well. We become too dependent on the federal government. It's got to stop. You can get those jobs back if you take things in your own hand, and if you just say, screw Washington, I as a governor, I as a mayor, I as a council member, county commissioner, I'm going to get those jobs back. I'm going to fight tooth and nail to get them back here. I'm going to make deals. I'm going to do whatever it takes within the legal framework to get those jobs back. That's leadership. There is none right now. There is no governor I know of here that's a leader, and there is nobody in the White House or in Congress that's a true leader today. We're getting the dredges comes from the garbage can. That's all the people that are running anymore. The best people that can run, that can lead this nation, are not running for politics anymore. And that's why we're in so much trouble. Thank you for your time, and it's up to you. You can either take this, you can do something about it, or you can forget it, because things are about to get really, really bad if we don't change the way we do business, and if we continue waiting on Obama to take care of us. It ain't going to happen.